Hi guys, it's Kym.
Hi, and Alli.
From The Amazing Race and my YouTube channel that you're watching right now. So you probably already know about it. Anyway, we're gonna recap for you today, episode number 6. Spoiler alert, we did not win this leg. Although we're 2 first place wins at this point, we knew that we had to hustle.
Our first place finish in the previous leg in Morocco did no good for us starting this leg because
neck and neck.
All of the teams finished like within 45 minutes of each other.
So when we started, we reread our clue really fast.
Go to work with the famous horse-drawn carriages of America.
Because literally there was another team.
We have to go.
The surfers right behind us, ready to start, and they were like, 1, 2, 3, read your clue. Okay, go. Now they go. And it was just like, right off the block. We kept a cool head though. We got a cab. Our cab driver drove extremely slow.
I'm pretty sure he was 90 years old.
He was like 190 years old. So that's why the surfers beat us to the hay. So without too much trouble, we found the hay.
Hay's not that heavy.
Liar!
It's really not that heavy.
I totally disagree. There's a reason we had it resting on our heads.
See a horse? That's so great.
Holy crap.
Okay, so it did get a little heavy after a while, and so I put it on my head, and it all spills down my back, down my shirt, down my pants. Not so pleasant.
And of course, Alli, who says hay isn't that heavy, she's the one who made me carry it up the rickety ladder.
That was a whole lot of help.
That was just cruel!
I got the apples.
I did pass the hay up to Kym, and as if I didn't already have enough hay in my underpants, it all spilled on me as I passed it up to her. That was really awesome.
Although my reaction watching the episode, seeing Bethany do that part.
Whoa, rickety. Almost.
I didn't know that she did that. And she kept her backpack on. I was like, okay.
She's a beast.
I have nothing to complain about. Last thing about the hay and the apples that I noticed. You say we always try to eat everything. Look at Robbie.
I'm the queen of the world!
I bet the cyclists are super good at directions.
Yes, navigating through Morocco was a difficult task, but I got my handy right-hand man here driving, and I was in the backseat with the maps.
Thank God we were getting out of the old city. They stopped saying tout droit à gauche. They actually give us like route numbers.
We got great directions. No more circles.
So we found the pottery stand really quickly, and we were first there, I think.
We were first.
Yep.
Search for your next clue. Do you see all of those pots? I just happened to see a tent in the back. The clue box was tucked away behind a pile of pots. We actually found our clue in like, I think less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, I was kind of standing there like, pots. Detour time. We had to choose between cream or camp. This maybe is a little glimmer of Alli and I being cocky at this point. If anybody would think this through, churning butter takes time. Alli and I have set up multiple tents in our lives. Like, we should think that setting up a tent would be faster.
Hey, I've never milked anything before. Why not give it a try?
Let's make some butter. We get there, we milk the goats, we get started just fine, but then as we're churning, I'm like, this is like painful for someone like me who needs to be actively moving and doing something.
Hustling.
It kind of felt like churning the butter was out of my control. So that's when I went and asked the guy, how long does this usually take? And he told me 45 minutes, which is 45 minutes. And I was like, holy crap, we can set up a tent in 45 minutes.
2 control freaks sitting there churning butter
in the sun with no sunscreen.
We were like, oh no, we've got to leave.
So we ran over to the other one, decided to switch, thinking we could do it.
I have a really great eye for putting things together. The pieces just didn't look like they were fitting. Once we had everything laid out, I was like, Kym, this is not gonna fit. And we tried a couple of really awkward ways.
It felt like there were pieces missing. Our tent did not look like their tent.
Our tent did not look like
the model.
The model. The carpet seemed extremely short.
Alli is so good at putting things together, and if she couldn't figure it out, I was like, I am no help at this point.
Ugh, why did I let myself talk myself into switching?
Indecision is death. We have to do something. I'm going back.
All right, fine, let's go.
We knew that there was a strong possibility that we were not gonna get first at this point.
Yes, how's it going?
The tent must have been hard. They're doing the goat now.
Who?
The cyclist.
No way.
So glad we didn't switch, man.
And there's a kind of comfort in that. You're like, all right, well, we're not racing for first. We're only racing to not be last, so let's go finish what we started.
So we were able to go back to the cream, continue churning our butter.
Write some really good songs.
Even though it was grueling, we managed to have fun with it.
My mama, she taught me how to shake it. It just never turned into butter before.
And churn out a Grammy-winning hit. Churn. Roadblock.
Roadblock.
Who has the knack for sliding things into place? Me.
She pointed straight at me and I said, I am.
Even though she couldn't do the tent. That was mean. I'm sorry. But she is. She's the puzzle solver. I just want to say I wasn't jealous of you running across the canyon because that looked really scary.
Heights don't freak me out.
Probably would have vomited on that part. I was jealous of the zip lining because I want to zip line. I've never zip lined before.
So anyways, Adam and Bethany, Tim and TJ were still there, and I was like, oh, maybe we can catch up. They said the only people that had passed were the dentist, and I was like, yes, let's stay at the top of the pack.
Little side note on our mental state at this point. We were actually super frazzled at this point arriving at the roadblock because there was a lot of driving in this episode. They of course don't show it all because who wants to watch us driving for hours?
We weren't lost.
We didn't know though in relation to the other teams, we didn't see anyone. Like all day, the only time we saw people were at the roadblock and the detour. And so we were really kind of stressed out. Like we were like, are we last? Are we in the back? Are we in the front? We had no idea.
When we left the detour, we knew that Brooke and Robbie and the food scientists were gonna be right behind us. Maybe the mother-daughter had done the tent and we had no idea where Tim and TJ were. We really thought in the car that we were running for last. So I just stormed across there and I was just relieved to know that we weren't in last place, and I was like, oh my god, we actually have a chance at maybe coming in second or third. I took in the amazing view of the canyon because it was pretty incredible. I've never seen anything like it before. When I got to the other side and there were hanging puzzles, TJ had actually told me that he had been there for probably 45 minutes trying to figure the puzzle out.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, oh no. And asked if we wanted to work together. I was like, sure. I knew that the other teams were right behind us. I just wanted to get out of there. And I managed to put the puzzle together. It took me about 5 minutes. I'm just good at putting things together.
I cheered her on.
TJ still was trying to put his puzzle together. Mine was correct, so I ran back.
What is it?
I figured the puzzle out very quickly and made sure that I helped him get his done
Good.
and that we were just out of there before the next team got there.
Look at her go.
Let's just get out of here before anybody else shows up. Call it a day. It had been a stressful day.
So they made a pact to work together and the four of us drove pretty much together to the pit stop. All of your side note questions. Yes, I was envious of the zip lining. Someone was like, I can see Kym is chomping at the bit. She wants to do this.
The day before, she got stuck skinning goats, and then I got to zip line through a gorgeous
I mean, we got some questions about food. What have we been eating? Pretty much scrapping together whatever we can find.
But we got a tagine in between this leg and the last one, and it was incredible.
I've had tagines before. I've been to Morocco before, and I told this little one, you need to eat a tagine. And so we splurged. We definitely used a chunk of our money.
That was the most money I think we spent the whole race.
Yeah, like the equivalent of 10 American dollars.
It was so good. If anybody can find a tagine in America or knows where one's at, let us know. If it's within a 10-hour drive, we might turn it into a little adventure.
Other than that, we've been eating free food. When the occasional times when we do sleep in a hotel, we get continental, any continental breakfast, any free things. So a lot of like bready stuff. As far as a personal trainer personality on YouTube and in real life goes, I do not recommend the diet that we kept on the Amazing Race. It was horrible.
More white bread than I think I've ever eaten in my childhood lunch life.
Free white bread.
And on international flight, you get free meals. We would be like, excuse me, sir,
are you gonna eat that?
Are you gonna eat that?
Are you gonna eat that?
So we would usually get 2 meals on flights each.
I was like, he's not eating his brownie.
Do you want that cookie?
Hey, are you done with your pasta?
We're not kidding.
Literally, that was us the whole time. Oh, the question that everyone asks.
Everyone has been asking,
are Kym and Alli dating?
are we more than friends?
You'll have to tune in next week. Ha ha. Peace till next week. I'm KymNonStop.
I'm Alli Forsyth.
Thanks for watching the recaps for our amazing race. Go check out all our other videos. There's a lot of fun stuff. There's a music video. There's a workout video. There's a cooking video.
There's us playing pranks on each other.
Yep. So
Have fun.
it's been fun talking to you guys. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below.
We'll answer them next week.
Tell us what you think. And till next week, episode 7, Amazing Race Season 25.
Where are we going?